Good morning and welcome to Never Lift Alone. Today we are hitting chest, shoulders, and triceps again. So, leg day yesterday, definitely feeling sore from the leg day. It's admittedly been the first one in a little while, so I deserve to be sore after that. Today though, we've got chest, triceps, and shoulders. It's going to be an awesome lift. I'll be doing all the exercises. It's going to be just like you're lifting with someone at the gym. So I'll do the exercise so you can see it first, and then you do the exercise. You rest while I do my set. I rest while you do your set, and we just get after it together. All right, so first we're going to start off with the warm-up. So we got incline treadmill. If you don't have a treadmill, just do some jumping jacks, high knees, something to get your legs loose, get the body warm. It'll be a 5-minute warm-up here. A little under 5 minutes actually. And then we'll be jumping into our first exercise, which today will be dumbbell incline or barbell if you prefer barbell. All right, get some forward arm circles. Get that chest loose. After dumbbell / barbell incline, bench, then we'll have flat bench, barbell or dumbbell, whichever you prefer, backward arm circles. Then after that, we're going to be doing some standing cable raises, standing cable flies, low to high. Then we will hit our shoulders next, some cable lateral raises, and some shoulder press. All right, go ahead and grab a band, do some band pull aparts. If you don't have a band on, you just keep doing some other stretches for your shoulders and arms. Just getting loose here. Excited to have you here with me today lifting. My favorite part of the day, getting the morning lift in. No better way to start the day. Okay, go ahead and knock out some incline push-ups. Get the shoulders warm, the wrists loose, nice and slow on the way down. Just getting the body loose here. Do however many you need to feel good and warm. All right. Anything else you need? Quick stretch on the legs, maybe if you're like me and your legs are feeling yesterday's lift. Oh yeah. Some pops in the knees there. Getting the body warm for the day. All right, go ahead and set up for our first exercise. Dumbbell or barbell incline bench. And we'll jump into it in about 30 seconds here. Use whatever weight feels good for you. We're each running our own race, but we're running it together. So use whatever weight feels good. Whatever weight pushes you, helps you get stronger. And then I'll be jumping into my first set. Like I said, I'll do the first set for each exercise. Then you rest while I do my set. And then I rest while you do yours. All right, it's going to be 3 sets of 8. Good first set. Feel free to go lighter weight on your first set if you want to just kind of loosen up into it a little bit. If your body needs a little bit of time, a little bit more time than just the warm up to kind of get loose and ready to go. Go a little bit lighter on that first set. Just focus on a good squeeze. Get some blood flow into those muscles. And then sets 2 and 3, you can push it. All right, a little break here before your first set. Remember, we're doing 3 sets of 8. Let me know in the chat where you're lifting from this morning. I'm in beautiful Columbus, Ohio. It actually should be a pretty decent day today. We've got this little warm spell coming through. Yesterday felt more like a spring. More like a spring day than a winter day. Wasn't upset about it. And I wouldn't be upset if we ran that back today. All right, get your first set here. Here we go, nice and controlled all the way down. Get that deep stretch in the chest. Squeeze, push, explode through the top. Get a nice squeeze at the top. Rep them out. Set of 8. Good work, guys. Keep knocking them out here. Good work. Almost done with the first set. Great job if you're already finished. Keep pushing. Keep pushing if you're still repping them out. Great work. Great work, guys. Awesome job. 10 seconds here. Good work. All right, first set in the books. Good work. So depending on your setup, if you have minimal equipment, maybe you don't have a ton of weights. If 8 reps with the max weight that you have for any of these lifts feels like it's not really pushing you, then just increase the number of reps that you're doing. So if you're constrained, for example, this is actually as high as my dumbbells go right here. Gonna be getting some heavier dumbbells in the near future, but right now this is what I got. So once this is starting to feel I can hit 8 reps easily, then I'm just gonna start increasing my reps for the entire time that you have for your set. So I built these out so that we have enough rest in there for those that are lifting heavier weight, but then we have additional time for those that are lifting lighter weight. You can just keep pushing out more reps through each set. And with that, I'm gonna get ready for my second set. After each set, don't forget to log that weight. I've got the lifting log for you linked in the description below, completely free for you to make a copy of. All you have to do, click the link in the description. It'll prompt you to make a copy. It's a Google Sheet. You just hit that button, it'll make a copy for you, and then you can track your weights for every single exercise, every single day. That way we know we're going up in weight over time. We don't want to come to the gym, pick something up, say, yeah, that feels good today, and just lift that. We want to know that we are going up in weight, progressively overloading the weight over time. So download that lifting log in the description and start tracking all your weights. 30 seconds, then you're just gonna massacre set 2. You're gonna absolutely attack and dominate the second set. 10 seconds here. Got a dog hair on me this morning. Here we go, second set. 8 reps, all the way down. Good squeeze through the entire lift. Rep amount, rep amount. Good work, guys. Great job. Keep pushing through, keep pushing. Awesome, awesome job. Good work if you just finished that second set. Keep pushing if you're still going here. Keep repping them out. Ten seconds. Almost there. Good work, guys. Good job. Good job. So like I said, if you're capped out on your weight that you have access to, do more reps than the 8 reps. Add additional reps onto each set until you're exhausting that muscle. And then you can put the number of reps that you did in the lifting log as well. That's exactly what I do. I put how many reps I got for each set. That way I know not only the weight that I got, but the reps that I got. Because if you're not going up in weight, then we can increase the reps, and that is still going to build more strength, build more muscle. And then if you get to the point where you're just powering through the entire timer with the max weight that you have access to, well, there's no better investment than purchasing some additional weights. It's like gold. It's only going up in value. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I wouldn't say it's probably like gold, but you know, you can always resell it on Facebook Marketplace. So buy those extra weights. At the end of the day, an investment in your health, that's priceless. And with that, here comes the third set. Dumbbell incline. Oh yeah, that was a good set. Whew. Whew. That was a good last set. Okay, break here, and then you are gonna dominate your third set. During this break, I'm gonna get set up for our next lift, which is gonna be flat bench, dumbbell, or barbell. I'll be doing barbell. You do whichever you prefer and whichever works best for your setup. I'm lifting in my home gym, so I only have access to the things that I have access to. Fortunately, got a little half rack with some catches so I can safely do barbell flat bench. All right, knock out this third set. Here we go, rep them out. 8 reps, last set of dumbbell incline. Full range of motion. Make sure you're squeezing all the way through the set. Great job, guys. Great job. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Good work, 20 seconds left. Awesome job. If you are finished with your last set, keep pushing. If you're still repping them out. Good work, 10 seconds. Good work, my friend. Well done. Awesome job. All right, first lift down. We're gonna break the setup for our next lift, so go ahead and start getting set up for flat bench, dumbbell, barbell. You'll have some additional time. You can finish getting set up during my lift. I might be starting a second too late on my first one. This would be 3 sets of 8. 3 sets of 8. I'm feeling warm now, so I'm just gonna jump straight into my first set instead of doing any sort of warm-up set. All right. I might have just jumped the gun. I jumped the gun there. Build in an additional rest break, which would have given me adequate time to set up, but I got too excited for my flat bench. Didn't look at the timer and already got the first set in. But that's good. That'll give me a little bit extra rest time between this set and the second one. Get squared up on the bench properly. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Go ahead and track those weights for the first set. Right. Okay, minute, and then you're up for your first set. Toss it down in the chat where you're lifting from. This morning, like I said, I'm in Columbus, Ohio. Beautiful day today. Should be at least forecast looking good. Love to hear where everyone is lifting from. Excited to just keep growing this community of dudes, getting stronger every day, becoming the best versions of ourselves, getting in our peak physical condition. I'm gonna be here every morning to lift with you, except on Sundays. Break on Sundays. Every other day I'll be here lifting with you. All right, knock out this first set. Barbell, dumbbell, flat bench, 8 reps. Full range of motion all the way down. Nice good stretch in the chest. Explode through the top. Good squeeze through the whole lift. Good work. Good work, keep pushing. Great job. Keep repping it out. Keep knocking out this first set. Well done. If you are finished up with your first set already, keep repping them out if you're still going. Nice and controlled through the entire lift. Good work, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome, awesome job. All right, get set up for your second set. I'm gonna stay at this weight. I'll probably be doing this for all 3 sets. Starting to feel a little pump in the chest already, which is nice. Always a good feeling when the pump starts to settle in during the lift. Feeling soreness and everything waist down, the hamstrings, the quads, even a little bit in the calves. I don't know the last time my calves were sore. Yesterday's lift was a good one though. Got it on the replay. If you missed it and you want to get it in later, ain't nothing wrong with a little 2 a day. Morning chest, shoulders, tries in the evening, getting some legs in. Set 2. When you're doing your bench, whether you're doing dumbbell or barbell, remember to always keep your elbows in. You want to feel like you're bending the bar. You're pushing through it, you're trying to bend that bar. Keep those elbows in. We got to protect our shoulders. Too many times I've lifted with bad form, let the shoulders come out. All of a sudden I'm benching like this, trying to squeeze through that final set just to push as much weight as possible. You're inevitably going to end up hurting your shoulders, hurting your traps, and that's only going to set you behind. And then at the end of the day, is it even a real max if you know you're just hurting yourself to push through it? We want the force to be coming from your muscles, not from putting stress on your joints. So lift with good form every single set. Don't sacrifice your form just to push more weight, because ultimately what's going to get you strongest over an extended period of time is proper form every time. So keep those elbows in. All right, jump off my soapbox now. Here we go, second set. 8 reps. 8 reps, barbell, dumbbell, flat bench. Good squeeze the whole way through. Nice and controlled. Explosive on the way up. Good work. Keep repping them out. Great work, guys. We are in it. Great set. If you just wrapped up, keep pushing if you're still going. Great job. Great job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work, guys. All right, 2 sets down. 1 more to go. I'll be staying at this weight still. I typically do the same weight for all 3 of my sets, and then once I'm able to get that same weight for all 3 sets, then I jump up in weight. Today was actually a jump up day. It went up 2.5. Threw the donuts on the end. Your mind is going to be blown how much stronger you're going to get week over week. With our consistency lifting together every morning, week over week. just absolutely building muscle. All right, last side. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, feeling that one. That felt good. Oh man. That felt good. All right. All right, muscle was built on that set. Now you are about to do the same exact thing on your last set. Push yourself, do it safely if you're lifting alone. Make sure that you have everything proper in place so that you're not risking injuring yourself, but push yourself as much as you can so we can really push those muscles and build as much strength as we can each day. During this break, I'm gonna get set up for our next exercise, which would be low to high cable flies. All right, 5 seconds here before you dominate this last set. I'm gonna keep getting set up for low to high cable flies because I know that you have this set on lockdown. Good work, guys. Rep them out. Rep them out. Controlled through each rep, all the way down. Squeeze the bar. Squeeze the bar the entire time. Good work, guys. Good work. Great job. Great job. Last set of flat bench done. In the books. Now go ahead and get set up for low to high cable flies. You can keep getting set up during my first set. If you don't have cables that you can use, then you can always use dumbbells as well and just do your standard fly. I'm going to be using the tonal. Could not recommend this thing enough. Such an awesome piece of equipment. This will be 3 sets. Let me double check the rep count. Three sets of 8 to 12. Three sets, 8 to 12. Low to high cable flies, or standard dumbbell flies if you don't have access to the cables. See how this feels for the first set. That felt pretty good. When you're doing these, try to get a good stretch at the bottom. Really deep stretch in the chest. Come all the way up. I like to even cross a little bit, and I just alternate the cross because I just feel like I can squeeze the pecs a little bit further when I cross them. 30-second break for your first set. Got the heart rate going a little bit now, which is good. Get just a touch of cardio in here. Burn some extra calories. Do some good stuff for the heart. All right, knock out this first set. Low to high cable flies, 8 to 12 reps. Standard dumbbell flies if you don't have access to cables. Good work, guys. Good work. Squeeze through the whole set. Especially at the top. Try to get a good squeeze at the top. Knock them out. Keep on working. Great job. If you finish your set already, keep pushing if you're still going. 8 to 12 reps. Make sure you're pushing those muscles. We're into this lift now. Everything should be warm. Really push those muscles. Good job. Great set. Great set. 30 seconds, a little coffee break. Then I'm going to knock out my next set. We are in this lift, guys. We are in it. We are winning the day. All right, second set. Felt good. Good second set. This is a good lift because, like I said, it gets your heart rate going a little bit more. You get some stabilization in there, kind of incorporating more of the body. Gets the heart rate elevated. Burn some extra calories. Helps us get leaner while still building that muscle. 20 seconds. And back to you for set 2. Low to high cable flies or your regular standard dumbbell flies. All right, knock them out, knock them out. Full range of motion. Squeezing through the lift. They target those triceps. Good work, guys. Good work. Keep repping them out. Good work. Nice and controlled. Great job. If you finish your set, keep pushing if you're still going. Squeeze through the lift. 10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. 2 sets down, 1 set to go. Feel free to throw any questions that you have too about the lifts in the chat. Any questions about really anything, throw them in there. Happy to help out. That's what this is all about. Helping each other get stronger. Last set done. When I was on the, so I'm from Columbus, Ohio, big Ohio State fan. Fun fact, that was actually me right there. I was the mascot at Ohio State for 2 years. Before I did that, I was on the cheer team at Ohio State. If you ever see the guys tossing the girls up, holding them up in the air, did that for 2 years at Ohio State. We were technically a part of Ohio State athletics, so we lifted with the other athletics teams. So we have these collegiate D1 Ohio State lifting coaches screaming at us during the lifts. It was awesome. And anytime we'd go before our last set of any extra, last set, they would come over, slap us, and then we'd go through our last set. So last set, knock out this last set of cable flies. All right, here we go. 8 to 12 reps. Good work, guys. Rep them out. Rep them out. Squeeze through that lift. Feel your body getting stronger. Keep repping them out. Controlled squeezing through the whole lift. Great job. If you finished your set, 20 seconds left. If you're still going, keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep repping it. Good work. 10 seconds. Great job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Awesome job. All right, next exercise. We've got single arm cable lateral raises. Check my weight real quick. All right. Got 10 each arm. When you're doing these, make sure you're keeping the weight in your shoulders. You don't want to be curling your wrist, trying to just get the weight higher through your forearm and your hand. You want to try to keep your elbow above your wrist, so you're putting the weight in your shoulders. So boom, right there. Keep the weight in your shoulders. Try not to throw too much momentum into it either. This is much less work in your shoulders, therefore much less muscle growth than controlled just in the shoulder. All right, good job. Great job, guys. Knock out that first set. 10 seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, passing the baton back to you. Knock out the second set. Great job. Keep repping it out. Keep repping it out. Good work. 20 seconds here. Good work. Ten seconds. Keep pushing if you're still going. Squeeze out those last couple reps. Awesome job. All right, last set. Alright, back to you. Another thing you can do if you're using dumbbells, you don't have cables on you, you can grab on to some fixture that's nice and stable and get a little lean into it. That'll help you target your shoulder a little bit more as opposed to just straight up and down. Here, it really puts all the force in your shoulder. So you can do that both arms if you're working with dumbbells. Don't have a cable. But whatever you're doing, keep dominating it. Last set of cable raises. Cable raises, dumbbell raises. Whichever variation you're doing, keep pushing. 20 more seconds. Great job if you're already done with your last set. Keep knocking them out if you're still going. Good work, guys. Good work. All right, straight into shoulder press. So we're gonna have 3 sets of shoulder press here. I might be a little delayed on my first set. So I might be finishing mine up into your first one here. Grab a weight that's comfortable for you. 8 to 12 reps, 3 sets. All right. We're gonna do this one together. 8 reps, here we go. All right, I was able to knock them out. 10 seconds, then over to you for your first set. Here we go. All the way down. Good squeeze. Good squeeze through the whole lift. Shooting for 8 to 12 reps, depending on your weight. I'm going to be doing 8 reps for mine. Great job, guys. Great job. We're getting through this lift. Keep pushing if you're still going here. A little foreshadowing. So we've got 2 more sets, seated dumbbell shoulder press. Then we've got 2 sets of tricep push downs. And then we've got 2 sets of abs to finish. Then we're done. We are almost there. Hopefully you're feeling the pump at this point in your upper body, chest, shoulders, triceps. Second set. Let's knock it out. Oh yeah, good set. Try to get that full range of motion. I try to get all the way down to my shoulders. It's something I saw Chris Bumstead talk about in one of his videos. He's like, I wish I would have gone deeper in each of my lifts when he was training for all of his Olympias. 6-time, I think. 6-time Mr. Olympia. I'm not going to question the man. I'm just going to listen to what he said and do it as well. So try to get all the way down, deep into that lift. Make sure, stays comfortable with your body. If you got a little shoulder thing going on or something, then be cognizant of that and go as deep as you can. All right, 5 seconds. Then back to you for your second set. Here we go. Knock it out. Set 2, shoulder press. I'm gonna grab a drink of water. Your boy is parched. Good work, guys. Winning the day right here. Winning the day. Starting it off with a lift. After this, you've already succeeded. You have already won the day. First thing that you're doing. Good work. Keep pressing. Keep pressing through. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. All right, I'm gonna knock out my last set, shoulder press. Then, like I said, after this, we've got cable tricep pushdowns. You can do dumbbell kickbacks if you don't have cables. All right, last set. Okay, that's it. 7 reps. Oh. Oh yeah, feeling that side. Good stuff. Oh. Good stuff. Oh man. The shoulders are feeling good. 20 seconds, then back to you for your last set. Let me get set up for cable pushdowns. All right, here we go, knock them out. Last set, shoulder press. Attack and dominate. Good work, guys. Good work. Great job. Great job. If you finish your set, well done, my friend. If you're still going, keep pushing, keep grinding. Here we go, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Boom. Shoulder press in the books. Now we got tricep pushdown. Truth be told, I'll be using a rope. Rope actually isn't my favorite. I feel like it's standard is what people typically use. Most people, at least when I see them doing tricep pushdowns, they're using a cable or a rope. I personally prefer using a bar, but I don't have access to that yet. I'm gonna see if there's an attachment with the tonal. That's like a little mini bar, but don't have one right now. So we're gonna use what we got. Like I said, if you don't have access to cables, you can do dumbbell kickbacks. Grab your dumbbells, boom. Nice rotation through, squeeze at the top. Still gonna hit your triceps. Alright, 3 sets here. I'm sorry, 2 sets. Oh, 12 reps. I owe you 2 more reps. Alright, go ahead and knock out your set. There we go. We got 2 reps together. Keep pushing on this set here. Control the whole way through. Squeeze the whole way through, especially there at the bottom. Squeeze it at the bottom. Flex those triceps. We only got 2 sets of this exercise, so Get after it. In fact, I'm going to give you at least another one in my next set because I think I left one in the tank right there. And that is not okay. That is not how you build muscle. You don't leave them in the tank. All right, keep going. Keep pushing on your first set. Good job, 10 seconds. Keep wrapping them out. Good work, good work. 2, 1, awesome job. Okay, last set. Bonus rep. All right. Okay, I paid my debt. Ouch. Good ouch. Oh, good set. Muscle was built on that set. Okay, 5 seconds. Then back to you. This is the last set here. Give it everything you got. This is last set before we jump into abs. So really, really exhaust those triceps. Feel free if you can't do any more reps, then you can take a short break and then boom, jump back into it. Just get a couple additional ones in there, whatever you need to do to feel like you've totally exhausted your triceps. Good work, 20 seconds left. Keep pushing. Great job, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna jump right into abs here. So take just a couple seconds if you need to. I'll hold it down. In the meantime, we're gonna do standard crunches to start. And we're just gonna rotate straight through abs. So one set to another. Just pushing for as long as you can. Try to keep your head in neutral posture. You don't want to tuck your chin too much. Strain your neck. Alright, into flutter kicks. Once again, just kind of pushing for as long as you can. If you need to take a break, that is a-okay. Just push until you can't any longer. And then take a quick rest and then jump back into it. We only got 4 sets of these, so this is the end of our second set. We got 2 more left. Oh, I lied. That's it. Just 2 sets of abs. I'm gonna get some bonus crunches in. Okay. Good work, guys. That was a killer. Chest, shoulders, tries. Good lift. I'm feeling pumped. Chest is feeling good. Triceps absolutely pumped up after that last set. Way to win the day. You have already won the day, my friend. Good work. I want to see you back here again tomorrow. I'm going to be showing up here for you every day, Monday through Saturday. Sunday's rest day. And just getting stronger every single day. So I want to be your lifting partner that is keeping you accountable. So I'm going to be showing up every day. I better see you here every day. Drop a message in the chat. Let me know that you're lifting here. If you can't make it, it'll be 7 a.m. on Eastern Standard Time, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Wednesday is going to be 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you ever can't make it at that time, maybe you're West Coast, a-okay. We'll always have the replay available that day. So as soon as I'm done with the lift, boom, upload it to YouTube, and you can jump on and watch it later in the day. And still keep posting comments in the chat. Let me know that you checked in each day. Start dropping them in there, and then I will keep you accountable as well. So I better see you tomorrow morning. Good work. And if you didn't download the lifting log, it is in the description below. Download that, totally free. That way you can track your weights for every exercise, make sure we're increasing weight over time, getting stronger, building muscle, getting bigger muscles. Don't forget to subscribe as well. See you tomorrow.